This Tours Plaza premiere is sponsored by Jack and Jill Cheetos. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong commercial. Hey everyone, this is Miko. Welcome back to the Tours Plaza podcast. I am joined by my two co-sponsors.
OKR 2004, and we have a special guest.
Hello guys, I've returned. Evanas here, once again from Pokemon Showdown. And yes, this is Tours Plaza Premiere 6, and we're now in the semifinal stage. And as such, let's go back to Mikoy and let's have our, week 5 recap.
Thank you.
Which is
Go on.
this is actually one of the interesting weeks.
I really gotta start calling you FNOs instead of UFNOs. Also, thank you for being a sports commentator to go along with it. It practically fits the theming. Alright. Last time we covered week 4. Today we're gonna cover week 5. And week 5 definitely, as FNOs points out, is definitely one of the more interesting weeks. It's one that defines pretty much every placement here. Defines who the fourth team member who's going off to the playoffs. And this should be a fun one.
Fun for some, not for others. I don't imagine it was super fun for you guys.
Tell me about it. Well, we'll cover that in length for the rest of this recap part of the video. So, starting off, first of all, we have the ceaseless Cyriledges dominating the Taboo Typhlosions, although not in the way that we wanted.
Yeah, you were hoping it would be more of a 1-7 type of domination.
No,
0-8 perhaps.
No, but unfortunately, we only got was a 6-2, which, to be fair, they did pull off some good. Like, that's good that they've managed to scrape by with a 6-2, but to avoid being less unfortunate. But again, that just means the Typhlosions are mega out, basically.
Anyway. Would have, possibly, yeah.
Anyway, let's get on to the first couple of games, starting off with Poke AAA, where we have Glalie Goes Boom, beating Blood Ace in a bloody battle. Let's see the game. It is right over here.
Rampardos went boom.
Oh yeah. This game had an interesting team, courtesy of Glalie, a Trick Room variant with a lot of slow mons, including, first and foremost, the Hatena, not Hatterene, who is mega slow and has sturdy, and used Healing Wish to set up Trick Room and to pivot to Rampardos, who was just a beast. Doing huge damage to Corviknight.
Hatena doesn't have sturdy, it only has sash.
It is
what?
Sturdy.
It's sturdy. With Orange.
Alright! It's AAA. Okay.
It's AAA. So
silly
it's
me.
sturdy.
It also has Oranberry. Let's not forget. And it's also level 1. So it's mega. It's mega just there to set up Trick Room and then Healing Wish and then to switch to Rampardos. It just wrecks the competition. Huge damage to Corviknight, but the recoil it took was also mega huge. Also, it did huge damage to Landorus despite being double intimidated.
Yeah, that's a little terrifying. I wonder what ability it was.
Maybe it could be Tough Claws to boost damage as much as they could.
It'd be adaptability if that's legal.
Oh.
Yeah. It could be adaptability.
Wait, actually. Hold up.
I'm going to say it's banned, but that would be pretty scary. It would be pretty scary to bring.
Oh, holy hell.
What?
It makes me wonder why they didn't perhaps run, like, either
Rockhead.
Rockhead or Magic Guard with all that recoil.
Right? Maybe it was just, the perfect sack, I guess.
Maybe, it was definitely a damage boosting ability.
Well, in case in
Or
point.
before it's Rocky Payload.
Oh God, that would.
Oh, I forgot that existed. It's probably that, yeah.
It's probably that then. Then that would make sense. But man, if it's banded, oof.
Rocky Payload Bandit. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is, yeah.
I would expect that from Glalie. Anyway, the Glastrier got burned because of Talonflame's Flare Blitz, which was very unfortunate. Still did a lot of damage, but ended up ended up dying to the Talonflame. And then the Trick Room was set up again, allowing Berserker to thrive in this one. First off, the Ecobominable did huge damage to Garganackle, despite only getting the Iron Defense up once.
Damn, at double defense and yet close combat still nearly killed.
Yeah, 90 damage.
And then Berserker.
Berserker went wild. Steely Spirit Ironhead was definitely the big boy threat in this one. Just
not to mention
Steely Spirit Tough Claws Ironhead, might I remind you. Probably Bandit too, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
It's of course given Poke abilities as well. It also has Tough Claws boosting its Iron Head.
It gets Tough Claws normally,
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's just
so who knows what its added ability is.
So for one, it could be Life Orb Iron Head by virtue of Sheer Force.
Sheer Force. That's.
Oh yeah.
That could be rough. That is rough.
Or another one would be Steelworker. I'm not sure if that would stack alongside Steely Spirit, but still.
I'm not sure if that's legal.
I don't know if it's legal or maybe stacking it would definitely help. But yeah.
I don't think it's legal. I think Steely Spirit as is like restricted.
Which would be wild.
Yeah.
Which would be wild. But yeah, Talonflame got to die at the end. It was just Berserker running wild throughout the later stages of this game. It was very, very good.
This Glalie Goes Boom's team is like resists anyone.
Oh yeah,
One of my
Landorus? Nah. Samurott? Nah. Talonflame? Nah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of resists, I don't know if Tinted Lens is legal. Low. Forgot about that.
Ooh.
There's also that, yeah.
That could be a possibility. Anyway. Alright, good win for Glalie. Definitely, we're definitely a great team to bring, and definitely well-deserved win. Next up, we have Kamov Chaos, where the Dragon Master actually beat TTT Tech with some mildly impressing tech. I know Euphanos, you're much more of the Kamov guy. So, what will you say about both these teams?
Hello, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I haven't watched this match apparently, but
it's a short one. It's a short one.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't have any much
notes.
It's
like almost 60 turns.
I didn't have much notes.
Oh no, I mean 60 turns is kind of short for Kamov Chaos standards, I think.
You're right.
Yeah, this game wasn't moving very fast for most of it until the last 10 turns or so. Then Mon started dropping like flies. Only one side too.
Progress worked. Okay. What do we have here? What the Dragon Darts. Okay, Dragon Dart Scizor. Interesting progress.
There is Dragon Dart Scissor. There's also Triple Dive Scissor. Really making use of that technician very well.
Yeah, indeed.
Wonder if it had Aqua Jet too.
Yeah,
I
or
would.
triple dive.
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
if it
well,
carried Aqua
Triple
Jet.
Dive was revealed, but I was just wondering if it had Aqua Jet too, because it never used that, and obviously that's a good priority.
I think they could run that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it did carry Aqua Jet. I mean, it's good for that.
Stab priority. It's like a 90 base power. Yeah, could be.
I think it's 60 base power. Technician is a 1.5 boost.
Oh, it's factoring in stab. Yes.
Oh, you're factoring stab in. Yeah, then yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Mega Scizor just basically went ham for a bit. Triple diving, effectively killing Landorus.
It's not the Mon that went ham in this matchup.
No. I was just getting to that. Gliscor's D-Dance strats struggled a lot against Heatran, I think. I don't think TTT Tech really had a good plan against the Heatran.
Didn't seem like it, no.
Yeah, one of the big things, the big thing that happened in this one is, if I can skip over here, yes, right here, is Alakazam, Fire Fairy, not boosting up the nasty plot, against the Goldengo, who died to the, Doom Desire that was set up earlier, and then just went hams. Yes, Slow King may have already gotten off the Spectral Thief, but who's to say that he couldn't do it again and just went ham? Light of Ruin and Mind Blown just went absolutely wild.
Oh yeah, I can definitely attest Alakazam's viability here.
It's broken. Please ban it.
No, I think it's balanced that way.
I guess, yeah. I mean, man,
you can argue that, but this game sure ain't doing you any favors with that argument.
I mean, it has been one of my sets in one of my standard Cab of Chaos teams,
All right, fair enough. But yeah, it really went wild, especially for TTT's team who just struggled against it.
Yeah,
it was bad, but hey, good win for Advita. It's a nice set that just so happens to get the sweepy win.
Yeah, probably a comeback story coming up soon.
This is
Advita started 0-3. Now he's 2-3.
The comeback kid is real. All right, next up is National Dex Same 6, where Cyril beat Lechen. PokeArt, I told you Cyril would win. Apparently.
Okay, but you didn't beat me in predicts though.
I know. We'll get to that. But let me have this win. This is the one predict I got over you.
I got one over you too.
Yeah, we're even. So we're even. Cyril did try to Toxic Wobbuffet, missed twice, and got Encored in the process, which proved to be a pretty bad start. Although he made up for it by managing to Toxic Slowbro in return. Turn 19, where the Swampert managed to crit kill the thing with Earthquake. It would live a hit. It would live a hit in this range, but Swampert just decided, the crit's fine. I'll crit it. I'll get the kill off of it.
Expert crit.
Expert crit indeed. Cyril then continued to outplay this one, using Articuno's Heal Bell against Mantine and kill it with Freeze Dry. Blacephalon then killed Articuno, managed to outplay Wobbuffet by fielding its Destiny Bond and Toxic it in return. And Swampert tried to be a last-minute win con for Lechen with the sub-bulk up strat, managing to Oko Slowbro. But Stone Edge missed on turn 41, which is very crucial, allowing Articuno to live and kill it safely with Freeze Dry, netting the final kill on Blacephalon, winning Cyril the game.
Yep.
Pretty
That
convincing,
Stone
I
Edge miss really
suppose.
sucked.
Even with the Stone Edge miss from Lechen, I think Cyril would have outs against it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the Swampert was low.
Swampert was
True.
low. Swampert was low and really couldn't do anything. Didn't really do anything other than that.
Also, I think Lechen just brought a very underwhelming Blacephalon set.
He did not use the Blacephalon to his advantage.
He brought a physical, well, a mixed Blacephalon, but mostly physical, with the only special move being Solar Beam with a power herb.
I mean,
Solar Beam.
I mean, fine for Swampert, but what about Mantine?
Rock Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Blast.
Yeah, I guess that would be the only option.
I'm not sure whether HP Electric would work, or yeah, I think Rock Blast would be a better option due to slower
HP Electric might work if it's boosted up a little.
Again, you're gonna have to contend with Mantine here. Mantine, who has great special defense.
Yeah, that's why we said HP Electric.
Still sus about it, but still. Alright.
But yeah, I agree. Cyril had the better team, which was apparently built by Steril.
He cooked and absolutely played it well. Good job, Cyril, on this one. The Ranbat...
Noted. Steril builds the teams.
It's good. Shared Power Ranbats. We have Irpa losing to Beta Thunder. Beta Thunder actually picking up the win. Good on ya.
There you go.
Definitely one of the hype matches for the week, I say.
I would say so, yeah. There were two very experienced in their field, and it's nice to see that the better player actually winning here. Although, there were some things that may have been unlucky for some. First off, in game 1, Irpa did definitely roll like a worse team than Beta Thunder here. But it's nice to see, Kyogre versus Groudon on opposing sides of the field. That's nice. Alright, so Irpa did try to make some progress early on with Noctowl, killing the Spiritomb after missing Hurricane twice, doing some chip with Raikou Shadow Ball before it died to Toxic Spikes, being set on earlier. Miss Drevis was very, very reliable in this game. Terra Fairy beating, first of all, setting up the Calm Mind for starters, but the Terra Fairy beating Noctowl and Meganium was very nice, very, very crucial. Until it lost to a...
It beat Raikou basically too.
Yeah, but it got critted to the Kyogre's Water Spout. Unfortunate.
Whoopsies. And
Arceus flying, then Terra grounded to avoid Torterra rock blasting it to kill it with Judgment after setting up 2 Shell Smashes. And then Beta just kind of finished him off with Heatran Psyshock. After it tanked a Judgment of its own, Heatran Draining Kiss.
Psyshock?
Yes, it used Psyshock.
Hold up. What are you referring to?
Turns 33 and 34. Yes, it used Draining Kiss first, and then it used Psyshock to finish it off.
Yeah, there we go. There it is.
So yeah, I kind of wish Beta brought Groudon, but it's fine. Maybe he did bring it. We just never got to see it.
He didn't need it.
Yeah, it's true.
Nothing here to really take advantage of it.
Speaking of game 2, we have some very interesting lineups. Irpa's looking a lot better than game 1's. Although not by much. I mean, he's still got Jump Bluff and Stunjourner in there, which is bad. Against Beta's freaking Iron Thorns, Lunala, Talonflame, Terrakion, Dragapult. Ugh, gross. But yeah, Beta Thunder led off to a pretty strong start, beating Gudra Hisui with Camerup's Earthquake, Lunala's Moongeist Beam finishing it off. Irpa really counteracted with the Terra Steel Goldango, beating Terra Ghost's Dragapult via the Shadow Ball, which is nice. And then Terrakion just kind of cleaned house. Stone Edges to kill Girafarig, and after some chipping from Lunala, managed to kill the Heracross and even blocked off Drifblim's Strength Sap attempt because it is
Clear
Body, yes. Killing it and winning.
From the Dragapult.
Clear Body, yes. And ended up winning the game because of it. Good job for Beta Thunder. Winning in 2 and proving that he is a GOAT in Rands.
Yep. Might have won it even sooner if all the Stone Edges hit.
Yeah. I think Stone Edge is a very unreliable move. It's very fun.
The Clear Body from Bolt. Okay. Yeah, works.
Yep. Alright, next up we have the OU game, which I thought would not happen after the Sarah Ledges won, but still managed to play anyway. Storiel versus Espathra Gaming.
Formerly known as Pineco is hot.
Please.
There you go.
It's better to say Pineco I shot.
Yeah, I agree, actually.
Alright, first of all, Cinderace failed to kill the Oko the Darkrai with Libero U-turn, but Stariel made up for it with Baxcalibur. Terra grounded, and Oko Espathra Gaming's own Baxcalibur with the Earthquake. Didn't expect that.
It's funny, there's not a Volk on either side here.
There's not a what?
There's not a Volk on either side here. But I think pretty much everyone brought a Baxcalibur this week.
They need to abuse the backs.
But only like half of the people brought Volks, if even.
Mm-hmm. And then Baxcalibur went even more ham, killing the Araquanid and the Goldango after the latter's Make It Rain attempt, because it was an air balloon. Then King Gambit picked up more kills, all Espathra Gaming had was the Raging Bolt. Terra ghosted and Calm Mind, but got toxic in the process, which Storiel just pivoted out, switched it out a lot, and basically let it die to poison, winning the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a pretty easy win for Star.
Very one-sided. It's a very one-sided win. Alright, next up is Ore Coliseum. Zalarie beating Sunrose. Speaking of one-sided wins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was very one-sided. Oh, Lord.
This one... Okay, both started off pretty well, netting off the first kills to each other. Snorlax double-edging to beat Latias. Snorlax, though, dying to a crit Thunderbolt from Zapdos shortly after. Then nothing really much happens, but Zalarie just kind of finished off stronger. The light screen enabled him to live with Zapdos, even from 1 HP, which you see right now on screen. Before killing Swampert with Dragon Claw, Zapdos getting to kill Sunrose's Zapdos with Thunderbolt, and finished off Snorlax with an Earthquake. So yeah, that light screen definitely helped Zapdos in the long run, because it managed to survive and killed the other Zapdos. Very, very nice. Metagross coming in, Earthquaking the Snorlax, ba-boom. Alright, Game 2. Sunrose tried to use the strat that we've been seeing a lot for these Ore games, which is the Swagger, Latias, and Lumberry Metagross in the beginning.
Or Swagger plus Lumberry, other things too.
But after it tanked the Meteor Mash, Snorlax self-destructed and basically killed both. Yeah.
But damn, I'm surprised Snorlax took that. I mean, that's a +2 Metagross.
I mean, don't underestimate the bulk of Lax. It
doesn't have physical bulk. It doesn't have much physical bulk.
But it's got that it's got that beefy HP, you know? It's to back it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sceptile and Snorlax were basically left for Sunrose. Alaria just finished off the Snorlax with Thunderbolt. And Sceptile was just susceptible to Metagross and Zapdos. Winning the game for Zalaria.
Poor Sceptile.
Sceptile was just left alone to fight. It's fine. Next up, we have National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms, where we got Taka. Actually, this might be the first game of the week, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It is. Taka versus Concept. Where Slurpuff managed to have a hard time trying to bounce back hazards, getting Toxic Spiked and Groudon breaking its sash.
I find it funny how Slurpuff magic coded like multiple things, but the actual hazards was not one of them.
Yeah, he had a really...
No, I guess it only magic coded Toxic.
Yeah, he managed to magic code only once. It's unfortunate. It exploded on a resisted Ho-Oh after managing to set up webs. But then Taka just went on the offensive. Again, borrowing a page out of Bobzigan's playbook, it managed to do the thing it did to Groudon, which is the Breakneck Blitz. Oko kill. After boosting up with one Calm Mind. Getting to Oko Ho-Oh with Origin Pulse as well, which I'm pretty surprised about. That it managed to hit and Oko it. And...
Okay, are you surprised it hit or surprised it O-code? Because I don't think you should be surprised at O-code.
I'm not surprised at O-code, but I am surprised it hit. Especially it's not in the rain.
Okay.
Then he had trouble with the Dark Arc Steel, who foul played after trying to do Astral Barrage, which is pretty bad. But then Zacian just kind of...
He didn't realize it was dark.
Yeah, I guess he didn't realize it was dark. But then again, Zacian just kind of finished off Concept. Behemoth Blade, getting to kill the Dark Arc Steel, and Oko critting Xerneas for Taka to just win. A good win, if I ever do say so myself. Wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. LC Mix and Mega. We have Lions versus Lemonstre 1. Ooh, Lions.
Wow.
Well, okay, I gotta be impressed. Lions really slotted into LC M&M well, I think. Like, he just kind of learned the tier at a really fast rate, and he managed to pick up 2 wins.
He's clearly learned in the tier.
I like that. Keep him coming. Like, he's clearly committed, and you know what? I think maybe you might find these singles tier calling after not getting to play Ori that much. Lions?
Well, the Saraledges don't really have a better, they don't really have a better player
they don't
for,
have an LCM&M guy, is what you mean.
Well, they did. But that one was 0-3.
Yeah. Better to slot in Lions just to pick up some wins there. So that's good. Oh yeah. The Lions started off strong with the crit Oko from Volt Switch on Glamet, dodged a Thunder Wave from Voltorb, allowing Mean Fu to pivot to Chinchou, and even Vullaby made use of the Sable Knight to block off Fungus's Spore attempt. Mean Fu then got burned, and Yanma tried to make itself useful by beating Chinchou with Bug Buzz, but it lost to an Ice Shard from Sandshrew. And then Lions just kind of finished him off with by beating Voltorb with the Ice Shard. Mean Fu missing the high jump kick after being faked out by Lions' own Mean Fu, winning Lions this game.
I have to say, Lemonstre clearly doesn't play this tier.
I mean, it's very evident that he's very inexperienced, yeah.
Like, let's see how many of his mons actually had a Mega Stone. Only 2.
Only 2, which, Voltorb and Fungus aren't exactly the worst option. Actually, not Fungus.
It wasn't Fungus, it was Glamet.
Glamet the Insight. I mean, those aren't the worst 2 that you can Mega, right?
Yeah, but what I mean is he just didn't bring... He brought almost, like, nothing standard. Nothing, like, really top of the viability chart standard, you know?
Yeah, but...
He doesn't know this tier, I think.
Maybe with a bit more support, maybe he can do well in the future, but for now, proving himself, not...
Also getting caught by the magic bounce from Vol, I think it was, with Spore.
With Spore, yeah.
Yeah, that's an experience talking.
It's one of his first. Let's let him off easy, Pokemon. Clearly, he was slotted into a tier that he's very experienced at, and maybe he'll improve in the future. Alright. Next up, we can talk you back in youth. Next up is the Stupid Town Snoms versus the Schrodinger's Skitties, who managed to tie their series to a 4-4.
Yeah. Because the Snoms were actually down most of the week.
The who?
Snoms.
Yeah, the Snoms are pretty much getting off easy, but we needed the Skitties to lose because we had the same differential. We had hope. We basically had hope for the last 2 weeks because, for the last 2 matches, because the last 2 to play lost their game, so we had hope. But, we just didn't clinch the win ourselves when it mattered. Anyway, first off, we have...
After I said, what? Can you not hear me? Did you just say the Snoms were having an easy time when I literally just said before that they were down for most of the week?
Okay, maybe not the easiest time, but still.
Excuse me, why are you saying the exact opposite of what I just said?
Okay, maybe not the easiest time, because their lineup is a little bit weaker than previous weeks, but let them be, it's fine. It was strong enough.
Discrediting the Skitties all the way.
Discrediting the Skitties. Well, we are going to discredit the Skitties because they lost the first 3 games. Starting off with Poke AA, where we got Rafna beating Miss Crisis.
The first 3 games listed, but not in order.
Not in order, no. Well, first off, it's Rafna versus Miss Crisis in Poke AA. Where is this game? Oh yeah, this game is hilarious. Okay, yeah, this game is hilarious. Now here we go. Rafna tried to make headway with the Great Tusk, using Taunt and Rapid Spin to trap the Corviknight, and Swords Dancing with Ogerpon against Garchomp. But Primarina took care.
What do you mean trap? What do you mean taunt and rapid spin to trap the Corviknight?
Well, okay. It was in a position where, maybe there was some position there, maybe he could have brought a flying move and tried Brave Bird on it. But no, it just carried U-turn just because it had a pivot move to begin with. I just thought maybe he was going to stay in for a lot of it because, Corviknight, because Great Tusk is still in the field, maybe Corviknight can maybe play like a defog game or something.
No, Corviknight doesn't usually run a flying move. It's for bulk.
That's true. Also, it just pivots out for U-turn for Great Tusk. Anyway, Ogerpon getting to Sword Stance in front of Garchomp, missing the Power Whip, which was very unfortunate. Only to be faced out by Dragon Tail. Miss Crisis then continued the momentum hard. The Roaring Moon got to knock out a lot out of things. The Ogerpon and then the Deoxys subbing it and beating it with Draining Kiss before knocking it out with Roaring Moon, which is fun. But then...
Yeah, I forgot about Sturdy.
She forgot about Sturdy.
And then the roughness of Roaring Moon came in and just Dragon Dance boosted and knocked pretty much everything else in Miss Crisis' team.
First the Garchomp, then the Roaring Moon, opposing Roaring Moon, I mean, then the Rotom,
and Primarina.
And only then did Miss Crisis remember. No, actually, it killed the Primarina too. Whoops.
Yeah, but then the Primarina.
And only when it was the last bond remaining did Miss Crisis remember. Oh, Sturdy.
Yeah, I had
or perhaps
Sturdy.
She didn't. Or perhaps she didn't remember, and that was simply what Rafna was thinking.
He beefed it. You exactly did, Miss Crisis. You absolutely beefed it. You lost because you didn't send out Ogerpon first, which had Sturdy, to take care of the Roaring Moon, and you could have saved yourself the whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, yeah, only a Dazzling Gleam Screamtail would have been left if Miss Crisis remembered she had Sturdy.
Yeah. Unfortunate throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he Miss Crisis throw that really hard. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel real bad. Next.
Yeah, I think this could be one of the triggering factors for the Skitties to win if it weren't for this throw.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, if Miss Crisis remembered Sturdy existed on Ogerpon, then...
Oh, that would be really fun.
Skitties won the week.
Yeah, Skitties would have won.
It would have made it in.
Yeah, Miss Crisis, you cost your team.
Hey, let's not directly point to Miss Crisis, okay?
Okay, it's fine. He didn't remember. She didn't remember. It's fine. We're not pointing the blame at Miss Crisis.
I feel bad.
Yeah, we're not
pointing. Won't be the first time someone forgot something really major in this week.
Wow. Okay, you're calling people out left, right, and center, Pokeyard. Okay, I see what you mean. First,
sympathies for Miss Crisis, though. Press E sharp to pay respects.
Yes, press Crisis to pay respects indeed. Next up, we have Kamove Chaos. A very, very short game. Unfortunate game, but very, very short.
Oh, yeah.
Arrow B versus Akira 153. Well.
Let me tell ya, right before this game was starting, I was seeing lots of people hyping up Akira again. Like, being like, oh yeah, Akira's the best in this tier. And then from L Taker, my own player, he said, oh yeah, I've seen what Akira's cooking. He's cooking heat. He should win this.
Yeah, a lot of people were...
Top 10 more disaster.
Yeah, a lot of people are really misleading us into picking real... we're thinking, oh, we were wrong because Akira is really good. What is this game then? This game wasn't a good indication of that skill, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, 10 turns in, and Akira just lost to the Kiram, who picked up the win after sub-Aqua Step, beating the Zero Aura, and bulked up against Gliscor. That was it. That was the game. He had nothing else to beat friggin' Kiram.
The rest of Akira's team are like water weak, and once Aqua Step speed boosts came in, there's nothing that could stop it. Apparently,
Oof. Like, why? Why? Like, the prep was good, don't get me wrong, but like, against the Kiram, that was hard. That was real hard.
this is definitely one of the sets that I've been watching out for when I got to encounter Aerobeast Kyurem. It's definitely one of the most annoying things to handle.
Oh, yeah.
In my experience as well.
I can see that. I wish that was quick banned after this game. It might as well be quick banned.
What? Do you want the Skitties to win, Mikoi?
No, I just wanted fairness, and this Kyurem is like friggin' overpowered. Holy crap.
And apparently with the Gliscor set having magic powder, it was because of me pulling off that same set with a different Pokemon.
They took inspiration.
Yeah, then I was like, you know what? I'll have a test match with Akira because he's the only one online back then, and I was like, okay, let's have a test match. And I actually brought. Did I bring a Glastrier or a Wishiwashi back then? And then it's that one is actually meant to deal with Slow King, hence
Right.
the magic powder.
Right.
And of course, it will be weak to Pursuit eventually.
Mhm.
And yeah, that one was an inspiration that brought Akira to bring a different spin on it, which is now a Gliscor because it has Poison Heal to constantly heal himself, and has Spectral Thief to buff it from, it was the Wishiwashi that I had was Dark Fairy, and the fairy move I had was Moonlight.
Yeah.
It needed healing, so yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense in the long run, but man. This game.
But yeah, he should have covered his water weakness, apparently.
Yep. He could have brought at least one mon that was like water absorb or something. I don't know. Just something to deal with Kyurem.
Could be a Volcanion. Yeah, he could have covered one.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, good win for Araby. Next up, we have National Dex.
Wait, I have a question for Youth, if he knows. So obviously Spectral Thief can't hit normal types, but it steals the stats first before the attack. So even though the attack itself wouldn't affect normal types, would it still be able to steal the stats?
No.
Is that an interaction you've seen?
That is why that's why most of us are pulling normal / whatever type is in there, because it's meant to block Spectral Thief.
So that's why there's so many normal type Kyrums.
Yeah.
It's a good abuser. It's a good abuser of the type. Yeah. And the fact that Kyurem gets a lot of boosting setup moves, it's definitely something to watch.
Mikoi, this is any move. This isn't any move thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Everything gets every setup move.
Yeah, but Kyurem's one of the good abusers of the setup moves. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, good abuser. Good abuser in general. Next up, we have National Dex Same 6, Uta the Clown actually beating Dex. Yeah, this game was off for Dex, unfortunately. Uta just kind of went a bit ham, I'd say.
I liked what Dex brought, though.
It is an interesting bring from Dex. We have the Togedemaru. Oh yeah, first of all, we have the Togedemaru that was brought, and it had a swagger, which was very interesting at first, but it also was mirroring the buffs that he got from Bukalevki in order to boost itself up, using agility to boost its speed.
Yeah, swagger, mirror herb, agility.
It's something. Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really. I guess it can't really boost its attack much normally, so that's the idea behind it.
It's fun.
Mirror herb, yeah.
It's good. Like, it's a good setup.
Unfortunately, Klefki was a bit too bulky, and it snapped out of its confusion, and it didn't flinch, so it just killed the poor Togedemaru with HP ground.
HP ground, yeah, it was killed it immediately.
And Dex was like, now I'm just sad.
Yeah, I would be sad too. Kabutops was then toxic, crippling Dex even more as it failed to attack Togedemaru with the Power Herb Dig that he brought.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty cool.
I was a little surprised to learn that Kabutops couldn't learn Earthquake.
I don't think it's an Earthquake user, just from the looks of it.
A lot of rock types learn Earthquake. A lot.
Yeah. Even its better counterpart, Karakosta. But not Kabutops.
That's not Kabutops' counterpart.
Well, it looks... it's a water rock type, and it's Kanto and Univert.
Omastar, Mikoi.
That's right, Omastar. Well, okay, parallel. Then Grumpig came in, used Ghostium Z to beat Screamtail, giving Uta more momentum, but Dex finally got something and managed to crit kill the thing with Delcatty. We were trashing Delcatty in last week's video, saying, oh, it kind of sucks, I don't know why it's in this meta, but hey, that crit definitely helped it. Also, Delcatty also had Power Herb Dig. Dex, what are you doing?
That's so nice, he used it twice.
Dex, what are you doing? Why'd you bring Dig, Power Herb, twice? Also, it managed to hit Sing on the Screamtail, which is very nice. Managed to crit kill Uta's Delcatty with the Energy Ball. Then the end game where we saw the Screamtail setting up with substitute bulk up, and Dex using Iron Defense Calm Mind to boost up. However, turn 41, I would say. Yeah, turn 41. Dex managed to hit the Uta managed to hit the Stomping Tantrum, which ended up critting the Klefki and costing Dex the game. Screamtail just kind of finishing off Delcatty at the end.
Rip about missing Sing. Miss Sing.
If he only managed to hit Sing.
At least it bypasses
Sing 3 times, yeah.
He lost it 3 times. He could have maybe pulled off a Sing and then switched into Grumpig, used Shadow Ball, and won, but nah.
No, it was behind Sub.
It was behind
Sub.
Sub.
Wasn't gonna win. The crit killed all of Dex's chances. I think Dex probably won without crit.
Yeah, I would say so too. I would say Dex...
I guess it depends on the Klefki set. It's Draining Kiss. Yeah, I think that probably won.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate, but in the end, it really boosted off Dex. It really hindered Dex's chances of winning. And now for a battle between...
it killed his chances.
Yeah. Now for a battle between 2 idiots. Not my words, they said it for me. True Psycho versus Badil.
Uh,
Oh boy.
You idiots indeed.
Oh boy. And we're not calling them idiots. We're just paraphrasing what they said.
Yeah, they were paraphrasing what they were calling themselves / each other.
It's really fun. This set is just whack. This set is just whack, dude. Psycho got off to a good start in the beginning. Trailblaze on Embor was doing well, and Drain Punch to beat the Arcanine Hisui. Even killing the Terra Ghost Spidops with Liquidation for Alligator after being phased out. Later, Okoing the Cleavor with Embor's Flare Blitz.
That's a Sheer Force Flare Blitz, by the way.
Yeah, which is very big, which is a very big return setup. Psycho kind of choked.
Wait, no, Sheer Force Reckless.
It went crazy. Psycho even said it went crazy. Psycho then choked a little with Weavile misplays against the Chin Pao, but preserved Flygon just enough to Oko it for the kill and win Psycho the game.
Yeah, I guess it was Scarf Flygon.
It was Scarf Flygon. How else would you outspeed the Chien Pao?
You don't.
You don't. Then game 2 happened. Smeargle, like the Psycho Smeargle, had an interesting set. I've never seen this before with other Smeargle, but I guess this is a set in advance. Spore, Shell Smash, Population Bomb.
Yeah, that's a new one to me.
It did good damage to Leafeon, but it managed to get O-coded it by a Leaf Blade. I'm surprised this isn't Sash. Psycho then tried to pursue
Maybe it's like
mitigation.
wide lens, so Population Bomb hits.
I guess. No retreat, close combat for Phalanx to kill Alola, but lost to the Terrasteel Dash Bun, who then tried to use Iron Defense. And then he tried to do Iron Defense and Heavy Slam with Zamazenta, losing to Palisand in the process. And the final turns just saw Medicham tried to be a last-minute win con for Psycho, but the Terrasteel Dash Bun and Annihilate switch in after Medicham was locked in a close combat, losing to the Shadow Sneak for Medill to pick up this win.
Adil won something. That's crazy.
It's crazy, I know. And then game 3. Game 3 happened and it was wacky. Araquanid got off scot-free, leading with webs against Arceus Poison, and even dodged a gunk shot to get the first kill on Arceus, giving Psycho the advantage. Then Archaludon just kinda went ham, setting up the sword stance and boosting with stamina to sweep Medill's Mons without rage, winning the game for Psycho.
Yep.
Just like the players, this game was whack.
I don't know, I think this was the best set of the week.
I wish that were true, man. I wish that were true. Alright. Next.
What do you mean? It is.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to yourself, woman. Please. Alright.
You're lying to yourself, Mikoi.
Shut up. Next up, we have Mystery OU, where we got Happysh versus Mate.
Mate won something.
Which has been the theme of so many things from this season.
You had so little faith in Mate that you actually predicted for Happysh.
Yes. Apparently I was just that bloodthirsty to see Mate just get a winless record, but No, he actually put...
Mikoi, he literally already beat Sasha. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, that point just got unproven. Thanks, PokeArt.
Also, this is the predict I got over you.
Yeah, this is the one predict you got over me, so now we're even. Mate got off the first kill with Baxcalibur being set up against Primarina nicely, taking a Moonblast well to beat it with Earthquake. Baxcalibur then tried to outpredict Ninetales by going for an Icicle Spear on turn 13, only to just get encored and then lose to King Gambit, who set up the Swords Dance well, tanking a Raging Bolt Thunderbolt well to sweep through Hapish's team with Kowtow Cleave, winning Mate the game.
Yep.
Yeah, King Gambit just went ham after setup. Alright, next.
I have to wonder, though, why did Happy Icicle Spear the Ninetales? Did they not have anything better?
I guess not.
Probably they run stabs. Just those stabs,
yeah,
I
but
think.
they're D-Dance. So you would think the other three moves are all attacks.
Could be. Or probably... or is that probably... He doesn't want to Terra yet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he wasn't scared of the Terra. That's just a maybe at that point. I don't know.
I just meant he had other attacks. He had a secret third attack, I'm betting, and it was probably neutral to Ninetales if I had to imagine, yet he opted for Icicle Spear. That's kind of weird.
Again, it was trying to outpredict something. I don't know which one, but it was definitely something.
No, I don't know what he was doing.
Next up, we have Gen 3 Ore Coliseum. Noodle versus Nico.
This was a good set.
This was a pretty good set. I actually quite enjoyed this one. Noodle started off pretty strong, dodging the Starmie's Hydro Pump and Metagross getting to Oko Aerodactyl with Meteor Mash. Again, never bring a Aerodactyl against a Metagross. After burning the Gyarados, Noodle then called the hard switch on Hariyama with Latios Psychic, which was very, very good, continuing the momentum and just enabled him to pressurize Nico a little bit further. Nico then finished off, even despite the burn on Gyarados, got to manage to kill the Starmie through Reflect with Hidden Power Flying, and Marowak got to kill Moltres with Hidden Power Rock. Basically,
I like the Moltres' name. Blazing.
It was
Someone should name an Ace Attorney character that. It would fit perfectly.
Don't be surprised if it's a witness, okay? Alright. Game 2. Nico wanted to get that revenge and wanted to get revenge hard. Starting off strong with an Oko from Raikou Thunderbolt onto Gyarados. Moltres' Overheat managing to kill Metagross. Following up with a burn on Marowak with Will-O-Wisp, who then Oko'd Raikou with Earthquake. A lot of Okoing in this game. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Also, there were no open team sheets in this game.
He didn't turn them on. Don't worry.
Oopsies.
Don't worry. They used the one from game 1, so that's fine. Nico.
Yeah, but that doesn't really work if you bring different mons from game 1, though.
I don't think they should. I think they're just. I don't think they're bringing different teams. I think they're just bringing the same thing.
No, I said mons, not teams.
Oh, mons.
There's 6 mons. You only bring 4 per game.
Oh, mons. You're right. Anyway, yeah. Nico then finished off Marowak with an Ice Beam from Starmie, winning the game, and ultimately tying up the series, I mean. And then game 3 then began. First off with Nico getting the first kill on Snorlax's Earthquake against the Raikou. But Moltres kind of just burned it in succession. Setting up the Reflect on Starmie as well to tank further hits, which was very nice. The physical lax is neutralized at this point. Then Snorlax exploded. Starmie killed Latios with Ice Beam. Nico then burned Gyarados again, who then de-danced, and Nico even missed a free Hydro Pump kill on Marowak, which seemed to me like Noodle was going to win, right? But a couple of well-timed protects from Starmie and HP Grass from Moltres killed the Marowak. Moltres following up with the final kill on Gyarados for Nico to pick up the win.
Yep.
A very strongly played game from both sides. I really liked it. See, and that's speaking from someone who has little to no experience in ORA. I just like seeing good games. This was a good game.
You have a little experience in ORA now.
But that's not really saying much. Alright. Next up, we have FC versus Class in Ubers. Wow, this game could have gone differently. After a double toxic from both sides of the field, FC Zacian failed to kill Necrozma, allowing it to heal itself off with Moonlight. But FC made up for it by making a lot of progress, correctly predicting the switch to Necrozma by going for Flamethrower, and Kyogre predicting Arceus Fairy to do Ice Beam. And yeah, Class just forfeited at that point because he was just losing momentum as the game went further. Forfeiting at 6-6 too.
Yeah, I would never.
I would never either.
Like, at least lose them on first.
I mean, it was very, very clear that Class started to lose a lot of momentum and just kept throwing, as he said. I thought Scarf was obvious, but happens, he said. So, yeah. FC just kind of was the stronger player at that point. No need to drag this out, says Class. Saving us a lot of time. And then we come to Gen 9 LC Mix and Mega. Glory versus Eternal Ocean. Oh boy. This game.
Oh my god.
This game was wacky. This game isn't a game. It's a test experiment between both players to see who gets crits more.
How many crits can we get in 27 turns? Let's find out.
Let's find out, shall we? We don't even need the Tootsie Pop owl to count this out.
I think. Okay.
Alright, so Glory first had the advantage with Stunky, critting and poisoning Vullaby with Poison Jab, even if it critted in return with U-Turn, somehow managing to tank Alola Sandshrews Ice Shard to OHKO it immensely with Temper Flare. And then after Chinchou and Wattrel just traded off immune attacks, Vullaby then lost to a crit poison jab from Stunky again, while EO managed to poison both of Glory's Vullaby and Larvesta, giving him the advantage at that point. But Glory continued the momentum on his side, using Sandshrews Bulldoze to chip Diglett and beating it with Ice Shard, even activated the Larvesta's Flame Body against Stunky to sack it and then safely kill it in return via the burn. Glory then finished off with a crit kill on Chinchou with his own Chinchou's Thunderbolt to win the game.
Yep.
Well, that Thunderbolt right there wasn't. I think it barely mattered there because it's the Ansite.
Is
Hard
the
to say. It is
Yeah.
very frail, but I'm not 100% sure that kills.
You think it might have been like a good roll?
Could be a roll.
I'm not an expert, but let me look at something real quick.
I
Well, it all depends on the investment. That is.
Yeah. And the Ansite boosts what? Special attack.
The Ansite has a bit more special defense than defense. It's still not much, but
16 defense.
it's more.
16 special
Yeah.
defense.
Mm,
Base, rather.
That's interesting. Interesting.
It only has one defense. That's so funny.
Hey, Chinchou needed that one defense, okay? Alright. Then.
It needed that one defense because you can't have 0 in a stat.
Right. And then we come to the series I friggin' was up and down on for quite a long time. I was starting to hate it, and then I started, we have a chance, and then we blew it, and then I'm like, frick. We lost our chances here. First, we have the Rustboro Revervrooms tying the Limasawa Street Litwigs at 4 apiece. We needed that one win at the last game. We needed that one win in order to secure a place as fourth place team in playoffs, but things did not go our way.
Yeah. Although I think what you needed was other things. You didn't need that. You needed that final win, but because that was a pretty much completely clean game in which you're just won.
Yeah.
What you needed was to win a different game. You needed to get BP. You need to drag BP back so he could replay Dreepy and maybe have won.
Yeah. Anyway, let's kick it off first of all with Poke AA, which is a controversial game in hindsight because there was a lot of discussion after this game. Part versus Panu. Let's see the team that Part brought. And it was Zamazenta. Zamazenta was very controversial discussion because, isn't that Mon banned?
Oh yes,
it's been long banned, yeah.
Since TPP started.
Which was very interesting. We really had to fight it off to say, it wasn't pasted in the challenge code when it was initially brought up.
What do you mean, fight off?
Well, there were people definitely who were fighting it off. I don't know. Anyway, aside from that controversy, the game itself was mostly eh. Part managed to net the first kill on Iron Moth with Archaludon's electric shot giving him the advantage. Then Zamazenta close combated Talon Flame, dealing huge damage, but instead of killing / roosting the thing, Panu decided the best turn to do would be swords dancing the thing on turn 15. Could you kind of explain that to Panu? What was going through his head?
I don't know, man. He didn't lock in, I guess.
I guess he took revenge after the fact because he got to Oko Screamtail through Protect via Iron Boulder's Mighty Cleave on turn 21, which Bart didn't foresee that Mighty Cleave actually goes through Protect.
I think Panu forgot too.
Which is really funny. Which would be really funny if that actually happens. But yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
That's really funny. Anyway, Part managed to clean out this endgame with Roaring Moon killing Manaphy with knockoff, beating Deoxys in the end, winning the game for Part. An ending.
Hold on, let me check if that is what happened. I don't want to accuse Part of forgetting. I don't want to accuse Panio of forgetting if that's not actually what happened.
I mean, he didn't comment on it, but.
Oh yeah, I guess he probably didn't forget then.
But, we managed to end Panu's unbeaten streak of Poke AA, so congrats to Part on that one. You have no more unbeaten...
Needed a bandmon to do it, though.
Oh, yeah, there's that controversy we were talking about, Poke. I told you, controversy creates cash, apparently.
What cash? We're playing Pokemon!
We're playing...
This is Tours Plaza premiere with no temp money. What are you talking about?
We play!
What Mikoy meant was controversy brings publicity. You know what I mean? That's and publicity would turn into something, tangible, not really exactly cash, but something else,
We play for Mad Cash is what you meant to say. Yeah. So good win for Part. I'm proud of you getting the final win for your side. So I'm glad you got to play and actually managed to win. Next up, Cam of
Chaos. Should have had him there from the start, I think.
Bruh. All right. Next up, we have Cam of Chaos, Haha Gamer beating Velcroc. Richard, you were definitely proud of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can attest to it. Electro Shot is
and that's a move that deserves to die a painful death because good God, this thing was a beast.
Eltaker alone got Electroshock unanimously banned from the council immediately after using it.
Did you actually wait for this game to happen to have it banned afterwards?
Well, it immediately got considered for banning. Well, not actually considered, just people straight up wanted it banned after seeing Eltaker use it in tests.
Not just that, I mean, this game was basically the confirmation at this point because good God. Then, but it was not only just Electroshot that got the publicity here. There's also some multiple burns on Velcroc's side as Cresselia Cresselia got burned with Big Blast Rhydon, but more importantly, Scorching Sands Toxapex.
Well, that's a guaranteed burn, so...
Yes, but more importantly, Toxapex's Scorching Sands was able to burn Mega Gyarados.
Sands be scorching.
Eltaker then continued the momentum, providing multiple strength saps with Toxapex, crippling Gyarados further, and despite losing Rhydon, managed to follow it up with Alakazam's Light of Ruin kill on Cresselia. After Velcroc finally made progress and killed Alakazam with Darmanitan's Axe Kick, a crucial pivot, which shouldn't have happened in this situation, but I guess Velcroc.
What turn?
Switch in turn 61. Velcroc switched in.
Hold up, going to turn 61 to learn what you're talking about.
Turn 61, where Velcroc switched in Darmanitan after Dragapult's parting shot, allowed it to basically come in against an attacking Aegislash.
Electroshoting Aegislash.
And basically O-code it. Yeah, we should have maybe preserved Aegislash.
It's kind of funny as well, considering Velcroc also spammed some electrics in it.
Yeah,
Electric Fairy Gyarados and Electric Poison Cresselia, more specifically.
That was bad, and that just made it worse, and that just made it ultra gains for L Taker. And L Taker just finished off Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert basically wrecked through the rest of the competition, wave crashing basically everything else, winning the game, and ruining our Camu chances. THR was pissed. Hisui was pissed, but yeah.
Now you know how L Taker felt when he saw THR wasn't in the lineup. When he had requested, like, since, I don't know, what week was it? He requested very early on in the tour, slot me in for week 5 so I can bully THR.
I think that was week 2.
Yeah, see that? Week 2!
If only we got to face you guys even earlier, then maybe THR would probably be slotted in, but unfortunately he was busy, or she was busy, sorry. But, yeah. It's fine. Maybe at some point you'll get, maybe in a test game or something, maybe you can bully him there, and we would die. We were dying to find out.
I'm sure that is the case, yes.
I would love to see that. Well, speaking of BP, as you previously mentioned, BP, who played for Same Six for us versus Dreepy. Oh, how unfortunate this one was. He started off well, I'd say. He started off well. Rocks got set up, and Delibird knocking off the Sash for the free kill was nice. Trapping Garganackle with Delmice's Anchor Shot. That was good. That was a good first couple of turns. It was nice to prove that BP...
though?
It was nice to prove BP was acting strong. For a bit.
Yeah, but that's you assuming our Garganical wasn't built to handle opposing Telmise. It was.
It was. You had Avalanche, which is okay. That's nice.
And Curse.
You had Curse as well, which is okay. I see what you mean there. But the crucial thing that happened in this game was the BP Terra. Terra ghosted. Not allowed, BP. Unfortunate. And GP was forced to win. We tried to make...
Huge rip.
Yeah, we tried to make him play again because hosts allowed us to replay. But unfortunately, BP went to sleep. He was offline by that point, and yeah.
Oh, is that what happened? He went to sleep?
Yeah, well, it's like 1:30 in the morning, I heard, from Iowa. So... It was very unlikely that he was going to wake up again just to replay this game. But, I mean... So, yeah. It was very unfortunate that it's the case. We were given the opportunity to replay, but unfortunately, we just didn't take it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Dreepy wanted to replay more than anyone.
I know Dreepy would, and I knew Dreepy would because because I know Dreepy wanted to play fair as well.
Dreepy's a good lad.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Pokeart. You gotta stop calling games this one the games of the week because this is the game of the week. This is the front runner for game of the week for me. Carl Dude Guy versus MG in Rans.
This doesn't take set of the week because of game 2.
Never mind that. Never mind. Even though it did work in our favor. Alright. Carl did experience some unfortunate unluck in the beginning. Moltres burning the Malamar with Fire Blast on turn 5. And missing a Draco Meteor against an Iron Shred switch in on turn 10. That was bad. But things started to pick up for Carl once Shiftry managed to burn Wo-Chien with Will-O-Wisp, and Sneasler got onto the field, using close combat to basically sweep MG's team for a little bit of with a little bit help with the contrary from Malamar earlier to buff its defenses before losing to the extreme speed Entei. And then Carl chipped in the Iron Shreds enough for Shifter to beat it with Sucker Punch range to win the game. See, I told you Sneasler was good.
Not without contrary.
Contrary is good. Contrary even better. Ooh, game 2 though. Oh, that was bad. It
was bad.
It was bad. I feel bad for MG on this one. Milotic started off strong. Kills against Palmod and Breloom at the start after both managed to set up spikes in the beginning was nice. But Terra Steel Haxorus tried to set up Swords Dance, but missed Scale Shot multiple times and got burned in the process to allow Milotic to kill it safely, and Carl won via forfeit.
It missed Scale Shot twice, by the way.
It missed twice and got burned. And that was really bad. I felt bad for MG, so they decided to play game 3, which MG actually won with Milotic using competitive against Arcanine's Intimidate to sweep through Chimecho. Even Manaphy after Energy Ball dropped its special defense, boosting up that competitive.
This game was very funny because the stat boosts on MG's end was... There's just so many of them.
Yeah, the stat boosting was definitely helpful. Competitive was definitely acting up a lot. Terraground Magiarna tried to become an asset for Carl, getting to kill Berserker, but lost to Sash Phalanx to close combat in return.
No, it's not Sash.
It's not Sash? It's Sturdy.
Did you not see?
It's Sturdy, that's right.
Which it got from Ogerpon.
And speaking of Ogerpon, it just took care of the rest. Defiant. It also was Defiant, so boosting its attack for every switch in Carl made. Sweeping with Ivy
That was from Phalanx, by the way.
Yes, that was from Phalanx. And yeah, Carl even gave the Omen good luck in playoffs. So, and that's what ended up happening. Alright. Next.
It's funny, MG said in chat that he wasn't really trying his best for the first 2 games, but then he locked in game 3.
On the game that didn't matter? Alright.
Yes, you see, he was determined to not lose to Carl 3 times in a row.
I told you these two are locked in an eternal rivalry that spans for ages, and this is probably their 5th year of doing it.
Oh, Lord. Is that longer than my rivalry with Mossy Sandwich?
I'm not sure how that one started, and maybe it's. I'm not sure what year that started, but MG and Carl have been beefing since staff days.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think maybe that's longer than ours. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, next up we have ADPG versus Sasha in Mystery OU. Wow. Yeah, this game is interesting. First off,
I wanted to cry when I watched well, you'll get to it, but yeah.
ADPG first off
to watch.
ADPG first off killed the King Gambit into doing Swords Dance early on, which meant getting up to set up with Aurora Veil, and Baxcalibur got to set up with Swords Dance, despite being toxic by Slow King, wherein he managed to crit kill Moltres with Icicle Spear.
Wait, crit kill?
Well, there was a crit at one point. Actually, no, it was Scale Shot.
No.
Oh, there was no
crit.
crit
Me quite. It just died.
Oh, it just died. Sorry. Also, it was Scale Shot, not Icicle Spear. Sorry. But yeah, Moltres died.
Yes, that was the moment I wanted to cry watching that die.
Because Moltres was the perfect counter to Volcarona in the back, which ADPG did.
It was the Volcancer. Not just the Volcancer, the Volcancer. You have to understand. There's
Yeah.
nothing Volk has. There's nothing there's nothing a Volk can run that will hit this Moltres. No standard set anyway. Volk usually runs like Terra Fairy, Terra Ground, and those don't hit Moltres. And you know what this Moltres was carrying? Roar!
Roar to phase out any Quiver Dance boosting things, which, yeah, that was very unfortunate.
And Brave I'm pretty sure.
That's even more, yeah. Moltres would kill Volcarona, but the switch in definitely didn't help.
Sasha, why? Why'd you let it die?
Anyway, this was the moment where Baxcalibur crit with Icicle Spear. It was turn 6 with Zamazenta, who got to roar it out. But Great Tusk then crit Oko Roaring Moon with Ice Spinner, actually giving Sasha some sort of leverage. Then Volcarona managed to tank Terra Fairy's King Gambit's Sucker Punches to then beat it with Fiery Dance. Then Oko'd slow King Gallard with Terra Ground Terra Blast. Which...
Yeah, that's why you need the Moltres!
Yeah. If he had brought Moltres in, he would have, Sasha
Maygoy, the Moltres was dead!
Yeah, if he would have sent Moltres against Volcarona, if he had the chances to send up Moltres, that would be the perfect time. But nope, it was dead, allowing ADPG to just shred. Then the final few turns
We
saw...
had no problems with Volcarona in tests. None!
And then...
Why did Sasha just do this?
Alright, and then the Baxcalibur then beat the Great Tusk with Scale Shot, allowing Zamazenta to be killed with Icicle Spear, leaving only Baxcalibur on Sasha's side to be encored into doing Ice Shard. ADPG won the game.
I think what Sasha could have done there. Hold on.
Save the Moltres?
Not just
He
that.
could have iron. I'm not sure if it has Iron Head first thing, or probably. Okay, hold on, let me check.
Iron Head.
Yeah, he could have used Iron Head at the very start when it started using Aurora Veil.
Against King Gambit.
That's
Against King
true.
Gambit against
Very
Moltres,
first turn.
yeah. Yeah,
Because
I wonder why he started to set up with SD. Maybe he was expecting like a switch in?
I guess he's
Because
I
number
don't
one,
know.
you could
Sasha
expect this.
did Sasha not prepare for hail? Or maybe
Snowscape.
or maybe
I have
she
no
did,
idea.
but not Encore Ninetales?
I think, of course, given sleep moves clause, you can't move sleep. If hypnosis is not present at all, so maybe you can go for encore as one of the disrupting moves.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Sasha knew I don't think Sasha knew too well what ADPG would be running set wise when seeing these mons, cause I remember in chat seeing like, I don't know what I'm facing and I'm scared.
That's a good indicator.
If it were me, I'd prepare for anything.
That's true.
Anything.
That's true. And yeah, maybe towards the later stages of TPP, maybe you could prep Sasha more into building that way.
About that.
I know. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, Pokehard. I know you want to talk about it. First off, let's talk about my game. And my game versus Hugo, which originally was supposed to be Yuki, but he subbed out because he was drunk. So, I stepped in.
And not home.
Yeah, he was drunk, and I decided to step in because Hugo cannot play the next day after. So, I in game 1, I really thought things through. I'm kind of proud of myself for really trying to get really trying to what's the word? Really trying to invest myself into Ore Coliseum because I was thinking a lot for the first couple of turns in game 1 because I got
You were?
well, okay. The first turn wasn't a good indicator of that because yes, I did fake out with not an attacking Metagross. That one I can agree. That one I can agree. That
Yeah,
was a
you
silly.
Protected. I'm sorry, but to claim that you were thinking a lot in the first 2 turns and then that's your
Not-
first 2 turns.
not
I
that.
screwed up.
Yeah, I screwed up once. One time I screwed up. But, you know, I started to think a lot more once that occurred because I knew Tauros was going to switch into Earthquake. So I just said, hey, sack the Smeargle, make it target me, and make it target my Smeargle. Maybe it was going to do a double edge or something. Just to knock it out and then switch into Zapdos once the time is right, and which I did. And then I paralyzed the Zapdos immediately with Thunder Wave and tried to set up Dragon Dance with Tyranitar, who really escaped paralysis with Lumberry, which I was very proud of. And then I managed to Oko crit Zapdos with Hidden Power Rock, which I'm not very proud of.
We crit killed the Smeargle with Earthquake. It's fine.
But that was a Smeargle that can die pretty easily.
Oh,
This one
and
actually
then
mattered.
the Zapdos crit killed Tauros. Don't forget that.
Yes, the Zapdos actually crit killed Tauros as well, so I wasn't very proud of that either. And then
That's okay. Then we crit killed your Tyranitar, even though the crit didn't matter.
even though the crit didn't matter, yes, I was very attack heavy, admittedly. Like, I should have maybe protected to maybe scout out something that could potentially threaten me, like, for example, a Tyranitar doing Earthquake against me. Yeah, that was kind of my fault. So yeah, I shouldn't have been attack happy. I should have went for a protect, and then Metagross exploded on Hugo's end, killing Zapdos, and then Tyranitar just kind of finished off Metagross by being faster, even though I was Quick Claw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have lost if Quick Claw triggered.
Yes, you would have lost hard if Quick Claw triggered, so that one was bad. Game 2, I didn't really start off the best, admittedly. I got some good. I started off with Smeargle yet again because I like starting with Smeargle. Because Yuki actually made some notes in the channel discussing the team, and I took well note of those. The saying that Smeargle
I
is a
think
good
you
lead.
started off well. You actually fake outed and then attacked.
Which is
And
a
then
big
you actually
improvement from
got a
game 1.
burn.
Yeah, which is a big improvement from
lucky
game 1,
burn.
I'll say that. Reducing the damage output, yes, against the Tauros was very nice. That was very nice. And then I started to and then yes, I started to follow me. I don't know why I decided to follow me.
And then you did a little stupid by clicking follow me when your Gengar was protecting.
I know. Why did I do that? Maybe I just wanted to sack Smeargle. Okay? I just wanted to sack the Smeargle hard. But then Tauros died to the poison, the burn and sandstorm.
You don't need to follow me if you're gonna sack it then. You just protect the Gengar. Or better yet, you click follow me and then let Gengar attack something on his side.
Maybe get a lucky burn or a freeze with Ice Punch and Fire Punch. That's what I had.
I guess so.
But yeah, and then I mostly just focused on killing Gengar with my own because I really wanted because I knew what Gengar was going to bring. I just don't know when he was going to hit its certain moves. And I was also kind of scared of protecting as well. So I then managed to do that, but I wasn't really focusing on Tyranitar much, which got off a free Dragon Dance. That was my mistake. because I wasn't focusing my attention on Tyranitar and instead focused on Gengar, that's why I lost. And I just had a hard time. Yes, it was Earthquaking a bunch because it wants to kill the Metagross that badly, but I let Zapdos take the hard way and do switch with Ice Punch. Yeesh.
You really didn't need to focus on Gengar that much because he
I
was
know.
almost dead anyway.
I know. I should have focused my attacks then on T-Tar. But then I tried bringing back the end, which was commendable by you guys. So I appreciate it because I was really trying to bring this one home with Zapdos, especially. Metagross died because when after Gengar died to a hidden power rock, I then used I ended up killing Metagross by the double target to by Zapdos and Metagross, and then T-Tar was just left. I tried paralyzing it with Thunder Wave, which I knew it had Lumberry, but I just forgot, or I just wasn't thinking clearly at that point because I knew I'd lost at that point.
Yeah, perhaps you should have just attacked.
I should have just attacked, and in the end, Metagross tried to bring itself back, but nah. In the end, nah. I died. So yeah, it was fun though. It was fun getting to play Ore Coliseum. That one, I very, very much like this tier. After playing it, I very, very much like this tier. I had a good experience, even though I lost.
Okay. Respect.
Hugo was good. Hugo was a good player. Very, very challenging opponent. Even though you can mention that he is a bit linear, but I saw good in him. He had a good set, and he had very calculating plays against me. So I was proud of it. I was proud of my game. Next up is Penter beating Bobsican in Natex Ubers. Thank God.
Penter beating Bobsican was something I didn't expect, but I think Bobsican overcooked that one, I believe.
He did. He did overcook. Pokeart, what was the kitchen like at the time? Jesus.
Burning on fire.
Was he trying too hard to go for something? I don't know.
I think a little. I think he might have been trying a little too hard this time.
Because Ogerpon just went in the first few turns. Bullet Seed was able to...
Okay, but to be fair, we couldn't have expected that.
Bullet Seed Ogerpon went in and just immediately dispatched friggin' Mega Diancie and removed Cyclozar's Scarf, which would have been an asset for Bob in the long run before losing to Cramorant.
Yeah.
Major scare came when Kyogre was then gulp missiled by Cramorant, but survived a Garchomp's Earthquake and dodged Scale Shot to fully rest and be preserved for later. When it lived on 1%, I was sweating. I was sweating a lot. And then it got paralyzed. I'm like, oh God, what do we do? And then it missed a Scale Shot, and all hope was saved after it rested. Managed to get a rest off. So yeah, major scare at that point.
Very sad.
And then, yeah, Dark Arc Fairy then became a problem for Bob, basically. Him losing Garchomp to an Oko from Foul Play, surviving on the bare minimum HP to recover and boost up its defenses with Cosmic Power, sacking its T-Tar before Basculegion managed to crit kill it on turn 28 with Last Respects. Bro, why?
Hey, he's gotta get something. I mean, it's not like he was exactly favored after that.
He wasn't winning, that's true, because Penter just finished off Bob with Zacian. Wild Charge on Basculegion, Close Combat on Cyclozar. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I think the reason why he chose Mega Garchomp, he could have gone for Primal Groudon there because
Right?
I think he wanted a way to deal with two two different threats, like compressing it in one. I say.
Mm.
Yeah, I
What's
can't
the other
remember.
threat he wanted to deal with?
Let's see. Let me see. That I think it's just already so many texts in there, but
There were some good texts, but like maybe it's against other Groudon, maybe against Ocean. I don't know.
it also deals with Mega Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, Mega Ray and Primal Groudon himself. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Groudon gets Dragon Claw. He could have just ran a Scarf Primal Groudon or something.
Dude, Dragon Claw. Okay.
But I think
Dragon Claw.
they have a more reliable, of course, given it's also stabbed.
I guess that's true. But
You underestimate how much attack Primal Groudon has. It's like 180 base attack.
I know. I've seen
Or I
Primal
think it's
Groudon.
or I think it's because of setting up without being too passive. Like for example, when you're using a Groudon, you're using Rock Polish.
Yeah, set up Groudon.
No, I'm talking about Scarf Groudon.
Scarf Groudon.
I mean,
I think it's kind of underwhelming based on Bob Scan's
same.
thoughts. Yeah.
Same
Not
agreement.
use it against Penter. Penter got 6-0'd by a Scarf Groudon in 1 week.
Don't remind me.
That's why I was suggesting it.
Not Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw specifically? That thing is what, 80
I mean,
base
if you're
power?
Scarf, you're gonna run 4 attacks, aren't you? Why not have one of them cover Emray with Dragon Claw?
How
Can't
likely
miss.
is Emray? How likely has
effective
Emray
too.
been present in Natex Ubers? Have we seen an Emray in the past couple of weeks?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we've Samurays. They're not exactly uncommon.
They're not, but have we seen them like being used in TPP specifically? I don't think so.
Oh yes.
Yes?
We have?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lots of them.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright.
I mean, if it's Emray, what are you talking about?
Alright, fine. Emray is Emray. Alright, last game. Last game of the week, last game of the before playoffs, last game for us. It's a lot of lasts here because Blehay got to face off against Yoru97 in truly the game of all time because this mattered so much. Blehay went hard on the prep. They even VC'd at one point, which lasted for 3 hours because he was coming up.
I'm sorry, Mikoi. I'm sorry to say this, but you guys didn't go hard enough. You weren't prepping all week. You were only prepping in the last 2 days at best. Yoru was prepping all week, every day.
Every day? No, Blehay was actually like doing tests a bit and maybe cooking up some ideas.
And Yoru was too.
But
I think you underestimate how ridiculously. I think you underestimate how crazy the testing and prepping routine is in our LC in our LC M&N slot.
Even for Yoru, okay.
Oh
yes.
Not to mention I also helped them cook with it. So or play test.
Oh God!
Play test with them.
After this week,
let me tell you, Mikoi, out of all our channels, out of all of our prep channels, LC M&M is probably the most active.
Well, after this week, especially when you hoarded, especially when you did the hoarding thing, it's gonna be even more active, and the VC would probably last 5, 6, maybe even 7 hours. Anyway, Blee versus Yoru 97, just to finish things off. Blee netted the first kill on Yoru Sanshirolola, winning the speed tie with his own and earthquaked it. And then just kind of continued the momentum hard, sacking his Vullaby against Red Orb Wattrell's Weather Ball, and killed Gligar with his own dual wing beat. And it seemed Blee was going to continue the advantage by correctly predicting the switch to Wattrell, earthquaking it for the kill. However, Aracuna outsped Gligar with Lopunite and getting to crit kill it with Liquidation. And then...
Yeah, so as it turns out, Aracuna is 20 speed, while Gligar is 19.
Just enough to outspeed the thing. Then Yoru just kind of finished off Blee by kills on Sanshirolola and Chinchou for him to win the game. So,
yeah, this was actually the cleanest game in the set, I think.
And they would have done best of 3. They would have gone for best of 3 if, Blee wasn't preparing something else IRL. So, yeah.
Yeah, Blee may have choked slightly by overestimating how much Ice Shard did to Stunky.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also not to mention in this match. Yoru was actually half asleep and then woke up when he sacked Wattrell.
He was playing with one eye open, I think.
Oh, right. I forgot the freeze on Chinchou happened, actually.
But that didn't matter because this thing had Scald.
Yeah, it mattered a little, because that prevented it from going for Thunderbolt instead.
No, it's just because it came from a switch. Oh, but yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, it also was hard switched
But then again, Yoru probably wouldn't have stayed in if it didn't freeze. So it probably didn't matter.
That barely mattered.
Oh, yeah.
Barely.
It didn't matter, yeah. But
yeah, there was also the Poison Jab crit on Aracuna. I wonder if that mattered.
Aracuna's defenses? I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's even Metagross site anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it would be tanking that, especially on a regular. All right, that is the.
But yeah, there was also the Ice Shard. There's also Blee not getting the Ice Shard max roll, which was needed in order to kill Stunky, I believe. He got the most common roll, which is around 52. I saw that happen in another game. It also did 52 on Stunky. So, yeah, I think he needed, the maximum roll, which, of course, was very unlikely.
Oh,
but he didn't get it.
Yeah,
and ironically, that's what Dan complained about.
Which...
Not even the freeze.
Yeah. Well, again, that didn't matter. Anyway, that was the end of week 5. Quite the eventful week, huh? Let's take a look.
And it had a very nice end to it, wouldn't you say?
For you, not for us.
I need you to understand something, Mikoi. Yoru had been looking forward to this since week 1. Week 1! He wanted to beat Blee's ass since week 1.
Oh boy. And well...
You could argue that in a sense, he's been prepping for the entire tour.
He's been prepping for the entire tour. Not only that, but man, what a perfectly bookended thing. First starting off with, I want to beat Blee. And then week 5, I gotta beat Blee.
Right. He embodied LC Eminem itself.
Wow. What a Giga Chad if that's the card. Alright, that is the end of the regular season, and we have now our 4 teams that have decided to move on to playoff seasons. In first place we have the Snoms. In second place, we have the Litwicks. We have the third place, we have the Cerulages. And fourth place, with no wins, is the Typhlosions.
Oh, a
Yeah,
fourth place
I
team with
mean-
no wins. This is interesting.
-6 differential makes playoffs in TPP. The smart way.
Well, you guys have no wins either, unfortunately.
We have no wins either. We were basically tied with the Skitties for last place, and we ended up in last place together. So yeah, there's our joint thing for the Skitties. Again, 2 years in a
That's
row.
enough.
Look, if either of you won, which was needed to make playoffs, then hey, at least we would have had a fourth place team with a win.
A win. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and also that means I failed to win another TPP. Despite this is my 4th year competing. Yeah, 4th year competing.
This is my 6th year, Mikoi, and I still haven't won.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Euphanos, you're approaching your
Hopefully this
4th.
you've had like what 3 no, this is our third playoff appearance together, PokeArt. And you had the
Yes,
finals
it is,
appearance.
and it's my 4th playoff appearance in general.
Oh right.
So yeah.
Yeah, a year before you, I also made playoffs and actually got 2nd place.
You got finals.
Yeah.
Beat the Absols.
Yeah, the only team that can beat the Absols is one PokeAir 2004, but not in the years since. But maybe this year you have a chance. All right, what
Oh
are?
my
think
god, this is interesting.
All right, before we get to semis predicts, let's name who won predicts.
No one won predicts because it was a tie.
even I couldn't win this week, or didn't even lose this week because we tied.
What about the pick?
The pick lost big time.
Oh,
Good. Because pick was unreliable. Pick was just that unreliable. All right,
Yeah, okay. Would you like to hear the scores here?
go for it.
You and me, Mikoi, this was our best week yet.
Yes.
We both got 12 out of 16,
Yay! Which is a
which is a
big
whopping
achievement.
75%.
A real big achievement for both of us, actually making three quarters of predicts right.
And as for pick itself, 11 out of 24.
Under half is not bad. Below average.
That's bad for pick. It usually scores exactly half or slightly above.
Okay, well, fair enough. This is good. Well, this is good for our practice for pick. Maybe in semis they will redeem themselves. Who knows? All right, let's move on to the series semifinals. Woohoo! 4 teams have made it. Only 2 will be placed in the grand finals. Let's see what happens. Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, fired
Okay,
away.
ready.
All right. So, these are our tiers, and Mystery OU this week will be Volturn Mayhem. It means whenever you use a move to damage or target your opponent, you will be forced to swap out. So you gotta think clearly of what moves you're gonna do that will enable you to pivot nicely.
Yeah, that is interesting, I would say.
Yeah. It is
Especially considering who's playing it, right, Youth?
All right.
Quiet.
All right.
Let's talk about that later.
All right. But of course, we got some banned moves as well. Fake Out and Revival Blessing are banned. So, just to make sure,
Oh,
just
damn.
to make things clear, Fake Out and Revival Blessing are banned. So no Rabska and no Fake Out. All right. Let's get to predicts, and this one will be the only lineup you'll actually get to predict because I get to do both. Me and Pick.
I don't mind.
All right.
You and Pick are directly competing now.
Yeah, I have a rival at least. First off, we have the Snoms versus the Typhlosions. First place versus fourth place. Who will win? First off,
I think I know who will win.
Poke AAA. We got Rofna versus Space Speakers.
Ooh.
Definitely a highlight match.
Quite the rivalry between these two. Who won last time?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a rivalry worth looking at this point.
You asked who won last time, but I don't think they played yet.
Oh, they've never
I
played.
I think they don't.
Wait, they did. Yeah, Space won. Space won last time, actually.
All right, so Space won, and they've been beefing ever since the thing was posted. Rofna and Space Speakers shared threads against each other, saying Rofna versus Space Speakers, and Space Speakers just says "You wish." So the beef is there. The beef is there. Who will take home the beef?
This is interesting because they do pretty well. Not to mention, when we had Rofna last year, Rofna really dominated, but lost against the number man twice. But other than that, for this year, he has lost to. He had expected to win against Panu and even Space Speakers at that point. So I think I think the Poke AA has the evolution has catch up onto Rofna. I think so. I'm still having faith in Rofna.
What about you, PokeArt? Who would you back?
Rofna.
I am also gonna pick Rofna. I don't think Lightning will strike choice for Space Speakers, especially from the game that was week 3. I definitely do think Rofna has sort of the advantage, being the better player. But in terms of building, they're quite evenly skilled, so I'm quite interested in seeing what they'll bring. But yeah, I'm picking Rofna as well.
The pick says, however, I disagree.
I disagree with all of you.
I go to Space instead. I think Space Speakers will win twice. All right.
The pick just wants to be different.
Yeah, it's that rebellious. Gen 9 Kamov Chaos. Arrow B versus the Dragon Master. Well.
Will the Dragon Master be his comeback arc? He won against me. He won against TT Tech, and now will he able to score a comeback this time?
Yeah, well,
that we have yet to witness.
His last
if that's
loss,
going to happen.
His last loss was against Aerobe, so this should be pretty interesting.
Oh.
I think the Dragon Master has got his stride lately, so I think this is going to be. I'm torn, but definitely looking forward to seeing the Dragon Master break Aerobe's typical defensive builds.
All right. So are you going for Dragon Master in this one?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm not saying I'm antagonizing. I'm not antagonizing Aerobe here, but it's just that Aerobe is Aerobe. He builds really, really almost impenetrable teams. You know what I mean?
He's got that ball.
And yeah,
if I'm looking forward for someone who could beat Aerobe apart from TT Tech, which is like the first week was a very tactical one, I believe. Yeah. I think the Dragon Master has a lot of ideas in mind already to break his offensive builds.
Okay, that's interesting. What about you, Pokeart?
I don't know. I still kind of think Aerobe will win. I wouldn't be as surprised for Dragon Master to win after the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah, Dragon Master has been proving himself. He's definitely, as you've said, He's coming into his own. He's performing his stride a lot, and yeah, this could be a good game if Dragon Master keeps playing at the level he's currently at right now. But I'm still gonna pick Arrow B because he's on a tear, 4-1. Very very nice.
Looks like it's Team Aerobe versus Team Dragon Master.
All right.
Because look, picked Dragon Master 2. It's you and the pick for Dragon Master and us for Aerobe.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd expect Aerobe to win, but I'm picking the Dragon Master because I have this hunch. I have this hunch that he'll break his near impenetrable builds. I believe.
All right, that sounds interesting. All right, National Deck, same 6. We got Real Blazing versus Lechen, and let's take a look at the 6 that they have. Actually, why didn't we get the same 6? This same 6 looks even better than the one we have.
I think these two people, Real Blazing and Lechen, these are the people recommended by another person during the tryouts. I didn't get to mention that elsewhere. But yeah, I think that was Shadow Master who recommended these two people for them to play same 6.
I fully expect that.
It was him.
Expect that. Both Shadow Master. I've seen both players competing a lot in TPP in normal Torch Plaza. So definitely the experience is there.
So this is going to be it could be a good head-to-head combat right there.
Yeah, this one is a rematch.
And a rematch.
Yeah, another rematch because Real Blazing actually won last time.
No, Lechen did.
Lechen did. Okay, Lechen won last time. Yeah, this should be interesting. And the same 6 again. This one is a very interesting. You got Kabutops and Cloth being your rocks guys. You got your Sarah Ledge and your Revile for sweeping sides, and Delphox and Sceptile is just for starters.
Oh my god, this is going to be funny if Sarah Ledge, if the Sarah Ledge is selected in one of our same 6s. That is so funny.
Hey, yeah. You got the other Fire Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 Fire Ghosts are in the semis. Speaking of which.
Yes, it's true. It is 3 Fire Ghost type, and then there's just Snom. Poor Snom. Who's mega weak to it.
Oh my god, that poor Snom.
Poor Snom. But you know what? Maybe the Snoms are better than you might think, you know?
Yeah, this is a Flash Fire Snom.
This is a Flash Fire Snom. Believe in Snom. Alright. Speaking of believing, who do we think here between these two?
I think given their I can attest. Real Blazing has gone creative late. I mean, in the mid-season, while I view him really as somehow being conservative for Real Blazing. Lechen, on the other hand, he's got his stride as well, and I think Lechen would bring it home here.
Pogier, what about you?
I'm also going Lechen because he won last time. Apparently, I picked Real Blazing last time, and that didn't work out.
I also picked Lechen to win because I view Lechen as the stronger player between these two. From games I've seen and from both of their performances over TPP 6 as of late. Yeah, I'd say Lechen has the stronger one, despite losing last week.
Yeah, I'm going Lechen. And what about... And Youth is also going Lechen?
Yes.
So basically, the pick is just trying to be different again.
Real Blazing!
By picking Real Blazing, like trying to be quirky like that.
We're blazing. Why isn't he part of the fiery team? You know? Why isn't he
Oh my god, you're right.
why isn't he part of
Why
the
is
fire?
the player named Real Blazing not on any of the Fire Ghost teams?
It's just the one. He's just got to be the one thing that is weak to, you know? Alright, next up we have the shared power Ranbats format between JB and Beta Thunder.
Looking at JP's performance, and compared to Beta Thunders, they're both having positive records, but JB has some unexpected good performances from JB.
Yeah.
What if I told you this rematch and JB won last time?
Yeah, I saw. I noticed that too. But I think, not saying I'm antagonizing Beta Thunder just because he's good. But I'm kind of rooting for JB, despite not knowing him. But I think he'd pull off another upset.
I mean, I'm personally rooting for JB because I'm rooting for the Snoms over the Typhlosions.
Well, meanwhile, okay, you're going with JB as well, Pokeyard?
It's very hard to say because it seems like both of these guys have made their share of, like, mistakes or not completely knowing what's going on because of shared powers. So it's a little hard to say.
Meanwhile,
but yeah, maybe I'll go JB.
Meanwhile, I actually think the opposite. I think JB's performances, while decent, maybe could be a little too overconfident at times, especially when the plays he's making. Meanwhile, Beta Thunder has been pulling off decent win after decent win, despite losing a couple of times, especially in the early stages. I think has found his footing back again and proving himself to be one of the better ranged players here. So yeah, I think I'm going with Beta.
Yeah, after his games versus Irpa, yeah, he does look more solid now.
Yeah. So I'm going Beta Thunder on this one.
I'll change my predict to Beta Thunder as well. Because I remembered his games versus Irpa, and I'm like, okay, actually, those were good.
Alright.
What'd you say again? Did you say JB?
Yeah.
And we randomly picked Beta Thunder. You're outnumbered, you.
Alright. Next up we have the OU matchup between Siphicon and Tempo.
I think this is also a rematch.
This is also a rematch where Siphicon actually won. He's currently 3-1 right now, whereas Tempo is 2-2.
Yeah, but it's a little harder to say who's gonna win here, given it's Volt turn.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Who's more pivot happy between these two?
Now, that's not really what we're going for. Who has more experience in OMs? That's my question.
I think we're going Siphicon here, given he has some experience with OMs. Generally, not that general OMs, not Vulture specifically, but I'm not sure if Tempo would find Vulture and Mayhem kind of foreign to him, I think.
What do you think, Pokeyard?
Yeah, that's fair. In terms of like players, I would probably pick Tempo normally, but in this particular format, I think I'm also inclined to say Sippy.
I am also gonna go Siphicon. I think Siphicon has proven himself to be quite the asset, especially in OU in wacky formats like Volturn. And yeah, the experience in the experience with OMs definitely helps. So yeah, I think this is a safe choice to go for a Cificon.
Even the pick agrees.
So we're all voting for Siffy. Sorry, Tempo. We're all voting for Siffy.
I think this is the first one where we've gotten all four for one.
Yeah, the quadrants have spoken, and they all speak the same language. Gen 3 RA Coliseum, BLJ Mario versus 4 for Lom.
Is this a rematch? I'm
Yes.
not sure.
Yes, this is a rematch, and yeah, the expected, of course, won. And what are we thinking, guys?
BLJ Mario lost to 4 for Lom, and 4 for Lom's definitely one of the goats in RA.
Mm-hmm.
But since the Snoms have like a fountain of RA Coliseum players,
Yeah, but like even despite having a fountain of Ore Coliseum players, they still lost last time.
Mm.
So
So I
we
don't think
have
that's really going to be a factor.
they're 2-3. Yeah, they're 2-3. The Snoms are 2-3 in RA. 4 for Lom here is 4-1. It's 3-2. Okay.
3-2 just by himself, yeah.
Uh, 4 for Lom here, I say.
Okay.
Wait, 4 for Lom is 3-2?
3-1. But because
Yeah, that's
the
what
entire
yeah, Sunrose played last week, so
so that's the 3-2. That's the 3-2 there. The entire taboo type lotions RA Coliseum record. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Pokemon, who do you go for?
isn't it obvious?
I knew you would pick the obvious one. Yep, I'm also going for Lom. Like, proven himself to be one of, if not the best Ore Coliseum player here. This one should be a smooth time for Lom. BLJ Mario really needs to get all the support in just to beat for Lom here.
Yes, the pick support.
He has one. He has one support.
So everyone else is going 4 for Lom, though?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Speaking of this one, next up we have National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms, where FC will face off against Concept Everything.
This is going to be interesting, I say.
They've met before. They've met before, and FC won last time.
Of course.
Wow.
FC all the way.
What are you, Pokehart?
FC all the way.
Yeah, FC all the way. Me too. FC all the way as well.
But Pick wants to be special.
It's providing the concept, woman. It's providing concept. All right, last, because every matchup here is actually a rematch from week 3. It may only make sense that the last one be as well. LC Mix and Mega Nashrock versus Eternal Ocean.
I believe Eternal Ocean won last time.
Eternal Ocean did win last time.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it going any other way.
Ocean. All the way.
Yeah, EO to win. Unfortunately, Nashrock kind of been lackluster in this particular tier. So
more than lackluster.
He's 1-3,
by the way.
1-3, and being a 14.
Did Pokeyard mention about Nashrock being a little too overpaid?
14.5K.
14.5K for 1-3, yes.
Ugh, gross. Yeah, EO to win. I think EO's the better player. EO's been proving himself more. EO. What does Pick say?
Yeah.
The pick has sense. It's not going. It doesn't want to be special here.
It's the Ocean Knight Eternals.
So we are all in agreement over EO, even the pick.
Yay. Alright. Now, prepared for the predicts results to be cut in half. Because next up is the Limasawa Street Litwicks versus the Ceaseless Saraledges for the other spot in the TPP Grand Finals.
AKA, it's time for me and you to badger you into predicting for everyone on our team.
Well, let's see about that. First of all, we got Poke AA, where we got Panu versus Glalie Goes Boom. Honestly, is this even a question?
Yeah, if it's not a question and you're picking who I think you're picking, then good.
Yeah, Glalie won last time, and I think... Oh no, not Glalie. Panu won last time.
Sure, yeah.
Panu
won last time.
Panu won last time, and he's 4-1. Even though he suffered a setback, because of a controversial mon.
What?
He lost last week because of a controversial mon, being Zamazenta.
Yeah, but that he didn't use a controversial mon. It wasn't a setback to him because of
whatever. It's fine. Panu lost last week, but it was lost due to a technicality. But in any other case, Panu just dominates if he doesn't meme. So yeah, Panu to win again.
Thank you.
Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
I agree.
It does.
Alright, I agree. And next up, we have Haha Gamered versus TTT Tech in another rematch, which L-Taker actually won. So, Haha Gamered is actually 2-0 right now, whereas L-Taker, TTT Tech has played every other week. Yeah, he's played every other week. He is in a negative spot right now with 2-3. However, this one's a tough one. I can see both players actively performing well between these two.
Nikoi, I think you need to remember something about our camo slot.
Does the audience need to know? Does the audience need to know this?
They don't need to know the who, but we can say that there's an amount.
You're basically PokeArt has created an army of support.
There's kind of an army of support in our camo channel.
And that's including Euphanos. So, yeah. This one's gonna be hard, but you know what? I think your bases are a little too overcrowded, PokeArt. I'm going.
What?
I'm going for TTT Tech.
But why?
He
lost to Dragon Master.
He may have lost to the L-Taker. He may have lost to Dragon Master, but I strongly believe TTT Tech may just edge it out just this once. My loss exactly, but you know what? I believe in my betting man.
You can't see me doing it, but I'm making the cuckoo symbol. It's a little cuckoo, I think, He doesn't think the true W taker will take a W against someone he's already taken W's of.
He's not even named W taker in Smogon. What are you talking about?
He's called L-Taker because he makes people take his L's.
Or he takes the L's.
He makes other people take L's.
Or he takes the L's himself.
Yeah, but not in TPP he hasn't. He's making everyone else take them.
Alright. Who does Pick say? Does it take the L?
No, the pick actually has common sense, unlike you.
Oh, come on! Just because I wanted to do something different.
Yeah, but you know, the pick constantly wants to do something different. So what does that say about you?
Oh, shut up! Just because I wanted to do something different, that doesn't mean the pick has special exemption. Shut up! Leave me alone. Alright, next up we have
Do you think he's a little loony for predicting against our boy L Taker?
I think so.
Oh, come on. Not even you can support me. Alright. Next up, we have National Deck Same 6, Drippy versus Cyril. Let's take a look at the 6 that Ipika has rolled. Oh boy! What the hell is this?
Slacking.
Are you going to do the thing on slacking that I think you're gonna do the thing in?
What thing are you referring to?
I can't speculate it here because it might be discussion for you guys.
We've not chosen a slacking set yet.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
Oh my god.
Seriously,
Oh my God.
you're slacking.
I'm not going to divulge.
Yeah, You're just gonna have to fight Truant.
Well, yeah, that's what slacking does.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to fight Truant. Also, Lipard. Lol. What are you
love Lipard. You be quiet.
I know what Lipard's going to do, and there's a Slitherwing in there as well. Like, I'm not gonna disclose any further. I know exactly what you're gonna do.
When there's a what?
A Slitherwing. I know exactly what you're going to do. Better watch out for Celesteela and Vivian then. Alright. So between Drippy and Cyril, both these players are actually like really good. Like they have very, very close records between them. Drippy's 3-2.
Cyril's 4-1.
Yeah, Cyril's 4-1. Very close. Very close records, but he also
But I think Cyril, I didn't expect Cyril to pop up that huge.
Yeah, he
You know what I
went
mean?
ham.
He has really good building support.
That's true. He does have really good building support as well.
Oh yeah.
And actually
He did say that he did confirm last week Steril's helping him in Team 6.
Yeah, which is quite the scary, but I think Drippy has some support of his own, which, you know,
They do.
I may not.
You're aware.
Yeah, I may or may not be a part of, but hey, I see what Drippy's been cooking. So they're prepared. They're gonna come prepared. I'm gonna pick Drippy to win. I think I have more confidence in Drippy to win.
This is the third time they're facing, by the way.
Third time?
Not in this tour, but they faced last year too, and Drippy won.
So, will this be a 3-0?
No, it's currently a 1-1 right now.
This is their best of 3. Alright.
That's right.
This is their best of 3.
Okay, so you're going Drippy?
I am going Drippy.
Okay, let's see what the pick says it's going Drippy too.
Yeah. Alright.
Thank you, pick. You have more sense than me, Koi.
Shut up! It's just one game. Shut up. Alright.
Yeah, but it's predicting we win all 3 of these so far.
Well, good.
You aren't.
Well, good. I'm less confident, I guess. Alright. The shared power range bet.
How could you not have How could you not have as much confidence in L Taker when you can literally see what's happening in the prep channel?
Let's leave it at that. Alright. Shared power random battle. We have MG versus Irpachusa.
Okay, now let me tell you something. Last time these two faced, MG won in 2. And Irpachusa brought Shadow Tag both times, and MG still won both times.
You think he's gonna bring Shadow Tag again just to mess with MG?
If it's there.
You know,
Yeah, if it's there.
I am 100% expecting Irpa to bring Shadow Tag against MG.
I mean, he
deadlocked.
did say. Guess what? In their scheduling, wanna know what Irpa messaged him?
I swear I'm not gonna bring Shadow Tag.
It's me again. I swear I'm not gonna bring Shadow Tag. I swear I'm not bringing S Tag twice again.
I sense there would be a contradiction when it comes to the game itself, and I'm ready to point it out. So MG's come prepared.
I think we should bring S Tag twice.
LOL, if you did. Alright, yeah, I think MG. I'm sorry, Irpa, I know you're good, I know you're catching up on the rants, but M-Goat is, M-Goat, unfortunately. He studies, so I told him to study, in the server, so, yeah.
Yes, MG is a scholar. He is studying the art of shared power random battles, and he is fine tuning his skills in it. He was a little shaky in the last couple weeks, but he is fine tuning and understanding the true essentials.
Boy, better prepare for hacks then. Boy, better prepare for hacks.
Well, that just comes naturally with playing more.
Alright, MG to win. What does Pick say?
The pick is actually being stupid this time. So sad.
Yeah, it's not predicting
Thinks
for all
Irpa
of you.
will win.
See, yeah. So let us be stupid together, Poke. Alright, with Pick and I are betting at least once against you. This one's hard though. Mystery OU. We got Euphanos versus the Real.
Oh, I am so happy we put Euphanos in for this week, because what better a time to put Euphanos in than when the OU is in OM?
Euphanos.
Am I right, you?
Okay, I'm kinda traumatized with Freedom Cup, not gonna lie.
I know.
But yes, I'm kind of it's when the Volter Mayhem was revealed, it's not too shabby. I can it may be my first rodeo with Volter Mayhem, but I think I can handle it just fine.
Youth has the OM mindset that I don't think Stereal has.
Yeah, since this is more of a OM-centric meta than a standardized OU set, this one should favor Youth a lot more. And you know what? Euphanos, I'll take your support on this one. I'm going Euphanos.
Hey! But yeah, I'm glad we slot in Youth this week because it's an OM, and I don't know how Sasha would fare with it being an OM.
Don't disappoint me with your building, Youth, please.
Oh, you should check the channel, Miko. You should see what's going on in there.
I have been checking the channel, and there are some interesting things that you may be considering bringing, so, I agree with some of them. What does Pick say?
Pick agrees and says Euphanos.
So we're all in
Whether you're both right or not, I have yet to see.
Alright, next up is Gen 3 Ori Coliseum, Oh the Guilt versus Zalarie.
Okay, this is their first rodeo since this is their first rodeo since Leon's was slotted in Ori in week 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This was before Scarlet was subbed out of LCM&M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Zalarie versus Oh the Guilt. That should be fun. Also, Hugo played last time when you guys faced off against the Zero Ledges. So.
No, he didn't.
Oh, was it?
Wait, did he?
Yeah, it was Hugo.
Oh yeah, it was.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Guilt. So this
Yeah,
is
that was Hugo versus Lions because we figured the Guilt and Lions know each other pretty well, so we decided to change it up a little, catch Lions off guard maybe. But this time we weren't worried about Lions because we figured he would probably be slotting into LCM&M again.
all right.
And we were fully expecting Zolaria, so we're like, okay, the Guilt, you're up.
And Guilty, my boy, is guilting it up. So all the Guilt right now is currently 1-2. Not very good. Meanwhile, Zolaria is 2-1.
Hugo's 1-1. They have one win apiece.
Zolaria is 2-1.
Also, the had some pretty unfortunate games, if you'll recall.
I do recall that. Zolaria beat Nicolossi in week 4, which should be a thing to note.
Oh.
Lost to beat LG Mario, so that should be an O moment. Yeah, this one is fun. It's gonna be a fun one, but do I want to go with all the Guilt or do I want to go Zolaria?
Well, how about you take a look in our OR channel, which is now quite a bit more active than in previous weeks.
Okay, so right now Ori Coliseum's actually it's actually pretty active at this point. Especially with the support you've gotten.
Yeah, the prep looks like it's going very well so far.
Yeah, especially with the support you've gotten, so I'm pretty excited. I'm still gonna pick Zolaria though. Sorry, the Guilt. The prep may go hard. I'm fully expecting the Guilt might win, but I'm thinking of going Zolaria.
If the Guilt doesn't get unlucky again, he should win.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully there's no hacks involved.
Wait, are you going Zolaria or?
I am going Zolaria.
What? Darn.
What does Peck say? Maybe he gets your support.
It agrees with you.
Alright, National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. Bobsican versus Taka.
Okay.
Taka's 3.
Ooh, a rematch I am nervous for.
Yeah. Taka's 3-2, and your boy is...
So is Bob.
Your boy is also 3-2. Although, we saw Bob last week. When he tends to overcook, it doesn't usually go well. So...
Yeah, then again, Enter himself cooked, so...
Yes, he did.
I'm not really sure how Bob would have performed if facing a more normal team. I wonder about it.
This time Bob better be more serious because he's facing Taka.
He's definitely serious. He's definitely prepping like hell.
Yeah, this is not week 3 anymore where he managed to get a win. This time Taka's gonna be much more well prepped against you. So, but I'm
that's why I'm a little nervous about this.
I'm gonna still pick Bob. Because I think they've been more consistent than Taka. But hey, things can change on a dime. Taka's also good, so I'm not gonna be surprised if Taka wins, but I am gonna lean more towards Bob.
I thank you for the support. And again, of course he would support us.
Okay, what does Pick say?
Pick says Taka.
Alright. I mean, again, this is a very 50-50 situation. This might matter, boys.
I agree. This is definitely 50-50 in my opinion.
This might matter, boys.
And that's a little stressful because the game happens tomorrow.
Yeah, so get ready.
In like 24 hours.
Yeah, so get ready for your game.
Well, by the time this video goes up, it won't be 24 hours, but it's currently 24 hours at the time it's currently for me.
Yeah. All right. And last game for LCM&M, we got Zastra versus Lions.
Okay.
I know that particular sound from you, youth. That's Dread. I know. Lions has been acting very good in LCM&M.
No, I'm not saying it's dread or something, but it's more of a, uh, since we have a good army of, LCMNM people.
Yes, you do. You have hoarded LCM&M basically, as I mentioned. So
Yeah, like I don't expect there's a lot of support on the Sarah ledges for LCM&M because we're kind of hoarding it.
you hoarded pretty much everything else. Okay, you picked up the scraps.
Actually, do have class. They do have class to support Lions this week. I know that.
But you picked up the scraps for basically everything else. So that just goes to that just goes to show you any indication of how much LCM&M prep work is there. So yeah, I 100% am going with Zostra. Despite Lions being
Good.
absolutely good and has been showing himself to be quite the effective machine in terms of LCM&M, I think I'm gonna go with Zostra. This
Reminder that Lions has not faced an actual LCM&M player yet.
You think?
I don't think. I am stating a fact.
It's Utah the Clown and he's facing Nashrock, so. And now he's facing Lions. You know what? I think this may be the week where your overcrowded LCM&M support may actually come in handy.
I find it funny. We're not even that overcrowded. It's just that what we have is extremely good.
What does Pick say?
The pick is stupid and chose Lions.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Lions wins, honestly.
I would be.
Well, that might be indication of Zostra's skill, except for Lions. But Lions, he's proven himself to be quite the commodity. Anyway.
Zostra wasn't even fully in it when he beat up Nashrock so solidly, so,
Fully beat up, yikes. Sounds like a threat. Oh, man. Anyway, that is the end of our semis predicts. Thank you for watching. Euphanos, thank you again for participating.
Oh, with pleasure.
For participating, and we always love to have you here, and hopefully next time again. We'll see you again.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's possible next time neither me or you will have anything to predict.
I know, right? This might be just me and Pick. This might be just a battle between me and Pick. Me versus AI, just like it always should be. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Click that notification so you won't miss a video once it comes out. See you next week, where we tackle semis and predict for finals.
Yay.
Yep.
TPP is nearly over, guys. This has been Make
Wouldn't it be funny if the Typhlosions having no wins in the regular season just managed to net a win in the semis?
That would be the funniest thing ever.
Imagine if they won the tour.
The winless team actually wins. Alright, salute. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. This has been McCoy signing out.
See ya later, guys.
See ya.